There have been several queens throughout history who have kept us fascinated. From their stunning beauty to unparalleled intelligence, their stories have us hooked. Ill-fated Queen Anne Boleyn's beheading still inspires ongoing debates. Marie Antoinette's execution is also still controversial. But there's one lost Egyptian queen whose timeless beauty is the stuff of legend. We're talking about Nefertiti. An excavation at the Egyptian site of Tel El Amarna in 1912 revealed something that would capture the imagination of humans for decades. It was the bust of Nefertiti that raised more questions than scientists could answer. In today's video, we'll be discussing Nefertiti's story. What happened to her? Was she secretly the pharaoh? We'll talk about all of this and more. So who exactly was Nefertiti? Nefertiti and her husband Akhenaten were what would now be called a power couple. They restructured the political and religious values of Egypt, making the people worship only one god, the sun disk Aten. They ruled from 1353 to 1336 BC. During their reign, Egypt was wealthy and saw lots of prosperity. In temples from that time, Nefertiti is depicted twice as much as her husband. She's shown in scenes that usually only pharaohs find themselves in, such as fighting different enemies. So with that said, was Nefertiti secretly the pharaoh? It's highly possible. Nefertiti had a lot of influence in the king's court, much more than what was normal for a woman of her time. But she disappeared from all records, even while her husband was still ruling Egypt. Scholars believe she became the pharaoh under a different name for a brief time until Tutankhamun took the crown. What do we know about Nefertiti's origin? Not much is known about where Nefertiti came from. It has been suggested she was born around 1370 BC and was either the niece or daughter of a court official by the name of Ay. He has been referred to as God's father, which is likely in reference to him being the parent of the pharaoh's wife. Ay was one of the top advisors at the court and even became the pharaoh after the deaths of Nefertiti and the boy King Tutankhamun. There are other theories that Nefertiti was likely a princess of the Mitanni kingdom, which would have been located in northern Syria. Regardless of where she came from, she seemed to have married Amenhotep IV when she was about 15 years old. Amenhotep IV was the son of Amenhotep III, who was also known as Amenhotep the Magnificent. He was the 9th pharaoh in what is known as the 18th dynasty. During this dynasty, people who worshipped gods of sun and air became quite powerful and wealthy. By the time Amenhotep IV came to the throne, the power of the rich began to threaten the pharaoh. When he and Nefertiti started their reign around 1353 BC, they removed the power of the cult surrounding the god Amun. Instead, they favored the god Aten. Amenhotep went further than that and removed the names and images related to Amun. He got a number of temples constructed for Aten just within the first year of his reign. During his 5th year at the throne, Amenhotep IV changed his name to Akhenaten. This name means living spirit of Aten. Nefertiti kept her name but added Neferneferuaten to it, which means beautiful are the beauties of Aten. A beautiful woman has come. Let's talk about the iconic depictions of Nefertiti. One of the most iconic sculptures relating to ancient Egypt is the bust of Nefertiti. Anyone remotely interested in ancient Egypt would recognize the bust. This is what made her famous. It was discovered in 1912 by a German archaeologist and is currently displayed at a Berlin museum. Nefertiti has been depicted in numerous places, especially in positions of power. There are many depictions in which she is seen wearing the pharaoh's crown. This lends credibility to the theory that she was a pharaoh after her husband's death and before King Tut's reign. Many temple walls show Nefertiti alongside her husband. Since they appear together so frequently, it's been suggested they both ruled Egypt side by side. No other queen in the history of Egypt has been seen with the pharaoh as many times as Nefertiti. The curious case of Nefertiti's disappearance. Nefertiti's life was documented for 12 years. This was all during her husband's reign. After that, she seemed to have completely disappeared from all records. Historians have not yet been able to agree on what happened to her. One of the most popular theories is that she dressed as a man and continued on as pharaoh. Akhenaten would have elevated her to the same level as the pharaoh while they were ruling together. It's possible she continued after her husband's death, disguised as Pharaoh Smenkhare. Another theory is that Nefertiti was pushed out of the kingdom after Akhenaten's death. Amen-Ra's worship restarted after the pharaoh died, so it's possible the worshippers wanted to get rid of one of the people who forced the religion of Aten. It's also possible that Nefertiti herself reversed the policies of her late husband after taking over. She did ask a scribe to make offerings to Amun even while her husband was on the throne. Nefertiti pleaded to the god to return after all the disruption caused by Akhenaten's changes. Nefertiti being disguised as a man is not even that unique. Hatshepsut also ruled Egypt dressed as a man in the 15th century BC. She even used a fake beard to complete the disguise. The truth about Nefertiti's tomb. One of the most popular archaeological findings in recent history is the discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb. It was discovered in 1922 and contained more than 5,000 artifacts. The so-called Curse of Tutankhamun made the boy king even more popular. He was later referred to as King Tut. Recent high-resolution scans of the tomb have revealed passages to a couple of hidden chambers. One of these chambers is believed to be where Queen Nefertiti lies. It's believed that King Tut's tomb originally belonged to his stepmother Nefertiti. In February 2020, ground-penetrating radar was used to map out the tomb. The findings showed that there may be a much larger tomb hidden there. For a long time, it was believed that King Tut's tomb had a number of secret chambers. While this has been widely debated, new findings could help put this matter to rest. King Tut was also married to Nefertiti's daughter, which could be a reason why Nefertiti is sharing a tomb with the pharaoh. It's also possible that since King Tut's reign was so short, there was not enough time to prepare a tomb for him. Instead, he was buried in Nefertiti's tomb. No one has gone into the secret chambers yet, or even opened them, so it's still uncertain what lies there. Whether or not it is Nefertiti, it's still one of the most exciting discoveries of the current century. Nefertiti's bust, which is being displayed in a German museum, was discovered in the workshop of an ancient Egyptian sculptor in the city of Amarna. It remains one of the most iconic pieces of artwork in the world. There are so many interesting rulers throughout history. Some are good, some are bad. Care to learn more about queens? Let's keep your curiosity going with a couple more videos, shall we? Here's what you need to know. Watch The Untold Story of Cleopatra, the most evil queen in history. You can also try our video on strange traditions to follow after Queen Elizabeth's death. Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both, and learn more about ancient figures of history. Which ancient ruler leaves you fascinated? Let us know in the comments below.